Well, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself on the show tonight is two legends. One's a daughter of the old man, the other one's Bridgeman. How we doing, Port Bear? How we doing,
Alright, lads. Bridgeman, Oxtear. Hope he's are well.
Oh, I hope you've upped your game, brother. I hope you've upped your game.
Can I just say, that was brilliant, by the way. Really good. Sorry about that one. Well, Poor Bear. Anyway, good evening to you two guys here. Huge good evening to the guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans that are listening in all over the world. Good evening. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Very happy, Bridgeman.
Here. Listen, and first and foremost, I need, before we do a big shout out to my mate Fox. He completed the task today. Well done, Fox. I'm so proud of you. Right, well done, Fox. Listen, Port Bear, how are you?
I'm well, mate. Better than I've been the last couple of days at night. But certainly, Rangers perked me up last night, definitely. For an end of the season performance, mate, I think that was quite stellar on the front foot for the...
Not the view for the bridge yet, right? Sure.
That perked me up, mate, definitely. That performance definitely perked me up.
As long as you're feeling better, we were all worried about him, weren't we, Bridge?
I was extremely worried about him because he wasn't himself the other night. He just wasn't himself. He wasn't.
No. Right, okay. What we'll do is we'll hear for the view for the bridge, and you can come in with your Topsworth Port. Yeah? And then we'll open the phone lines. How's that sound?
Great idea.
Right, let's hear a view from the bridge.
Oh, good evening, everyone. Welcome to A View from the Bridge. It's a view on last night's game, Livingston versus Rangers at the Tony Macaroni Stadium. Rangers made two changes from their last game, with McLaughlin in for McGregor and Hadji in for the injured Borna. We have named only 6 substitutes for the game instead of the 9 allowed. Shows how stretched our playing resources really are. Aribo slots into the left-back role in place of Borna for this evening's game. Tavernier set Gers on the way with his 19th goal of the season from the penalty spot late in the first half, before Kent and Hadji netted in the second half for a comfortable 3-1 win. 3-0 win, couldn't get out of there, as Rangers moved on to 99 points. Rangers are now just one league game away from completing their historic title-winning league season undefeated. We are so close to a few records, getting 100 points or more in a season and the lowest number of goals conceded. The game. Rangers started with trepidation on that pitch, making sure they try to find their feet in a treacherous surface. I really don't like that surface at all. In 12 minutes, Kent picks up the ball and accelerates away from the Livy players and is tripped from behind by Pittman, who didn't look like he was even going for the ball. Naughty from Pittman. Foul, free kick to Rangers, but the ref sees it, but said nothing to Pittman. Usual form from him. On 19 minutes, a lovely forward pass from Simpson finds Kent, picks up the ball and is taken out of the game by Devlin, who didn't even look like he was going for the ball. Good, just said that, shut up. On 21 minutes, after some nice play by Livy, Jet Emmanuel, whatever his name, we'll call him Jet tonight, passes a lovely ball to Mullen in the inside left area, who runs into the box and tries a shot, which is blocked by McLaughlin, and the ball is cleared. Hard lines there, Livy. On 23 minutes, a long clearance by Livy sees Jet again, challenging Simpson for the ball. Simpson's adjudged to have been pulling Jet back. Foul, free kick to Livy, yellow card to Simpson, deservedly. The ref is not showing any consistency though. Poor form when you see what Livy players are getting away with. Free kick taken by Mullen, but it goes high. On 27 minutes, lovely passing play from Rangers sees Tav receive the ball wide on the right, and he finds Morelos just inside. And he then finds Hadji in the centre, who lines up and fires a great shot that goes just past the left-hand post. Hardlines Rangers, good play there from Tav and Alfie. Great shot from Hadji. In 30 minutes, Mullen comes forward with the ball, but is adjudged to have been barged by Morelos. Foul, free kick to Livy, yellow card to Morelos. And I think that one was correct as well. Contrast this with Rangers lucky to get a foul even for some of the heavy tackles and assaults. This ref's just awful. Free kick taken by Mullen into the box, and Guthrie gets his foot to it, and he gets a good right-footed shot, saved and gathered by McLaughlin. Hard lines, Libby. On 31 minutes, a fine pass from Hadji finds Kamara, who comes forward with the ball, but it's taken out by Pittman. But he's then taken out by Pittman, who once again didn't look like he was going for the ball. Another naughty from Pittman. Free kick to Rangers. Yellow card to Pittman at last. Now, he should have been booked earlier for his assault on Kent, and that would have been a red card. Last the ref. At least well done now, that one. On 32 minutes, some lovely passing football from Rangers sees the ball out on the right with Tav, who gets in a far post cross for Aribo to attack, but his header goes past the post. Hard lines, Rangers. In 35 minutes, Kent picks the ball up about 20 yards out in the inside left channel, and he has a tremendous left foot shot that goes just past the far post. Hard lines, Rangers. In 38 minutes, long throw in for Livy. It's cleared by Golson out towards Alfie, and as he jumps at it, he's barged into the back by Sibbald. Excuse me. Phil, free kick to Rangers, no yellow card. I'm sure that Alfie was just yellow carded for a similar incident. The rest decisions are baffling me. On 38 minutes, Tav, out on the right, fires in a long cross, which is met by Hadji and deflected off a Livy player and out for a corner. On 41 minutes, a lovely pass where Kamara finds Roof, who flicks the ball into the onrushing Hadji, and he strides into the box, one-on-one with the keeper, and he sees Morelos on his left, tries to find him by the look of it, and the keeper comes straight through him. Penalty to Rangers, yellow card to the keeper, a good decision by the ref. Tav steps up and smashes the ball into the net, low to the left. 1-0 to the famous. Well done, Rangers, well done, Tav. In 44 minutes, Sibbald breaks upfield and is tackled by Kamara. Foul, free kick to Livy, free kick taken by Jet, and he puts the ball high. Half time, 1-0 to the Rangers. Livy do play the 5-5-0 and 5-4-1 very well, but it's really infuriating. They're also very strong down the right side, with Devlin getting in some dangerous crosses and those long throws to good effect. Second half starts. No changes for Rangers. In 47 minutes, some nice play between Kamara and Tav. Sees Tav try a wall pass with Hadji, but Longridge takes Hadji out completely siding him down from behind. Foul, free kick, no yellow card for that tackle. The ref's extracting the urine here. Seriously, it's a terrible decision. On 50 minutes, a lovely cross from Tav to the middle of the goal. It's cleared out, comes to Alfie. He just doesn't control it enough, and the ball lands down. He has a tug at it, and his toe ender up in the air, right over the bar. Hard luck there, Alfie. On 57 minutes, a tremendous pass from Tav. Fires a tremendous pass to Kent, who is running into the box. He gives a left foot pass to Morelos, who in turn passes the ball back across the box to Kent, who strokes the ball into the net. 2-0 for the famous. What a clever goal that was. Well done, Tav, Kent and Alfie. Great teamwork. In 65 minutes, Kent plays a square pass to Davis, who passes on to Kamara, about 25 yards out, and he thrashes a great shot that the keeper saves. Hardlines Rangers, great passing. Kent and Davis, brilliant shot from Kamara. In 68 minutes, Livy get a cross in from the right, goes straight across the goal, with the goal mouth, deflects out to Kabia, who tries to pass the ball into the net, but his attempt hits the left-hand post. What a sitter that was. Very lucky there, Rangers, very lucky. In 72 minutes, Morelos receiving a pass out of the defence is clattered into by Fitzwater, who's been fouling the whole game. Ref gives only a free kick, no yellow card. I think Alfie was raging at Fitzwater and he had some words with him. Another poor decision by the ref not to book the Livy player there. In 73 minutes, a pass from Davis finds Aribo in the box. He passes the ball out to Hadji on the right. He strides forward to the edge of the box and cuts a brilliant pass back to Aribo, who controls it, finds some space and gets in a shot to the near post. Keeper makes a fine save, pushing the ball past for a corner. On 79 minutes, a great move by Livy gets them into the box, and a lovely square pass across the 6-yard line through to Kabia. And he gets in a right foot shot which goes high, wide and handsome. Looked like a sitter again to me. On 81 minutes, Golson is clearing the ball and is fouled by Pittman. Free kick to Rangers, no yellow card. On 83 minutes, Aribo picks up the ball on the left, beats 2 Livy players and pushes a beautiful pass onto Itten, who picks it up just inside the box where he squares the ball and Hadji runs onto it with a sweeps the ball into the net from about 10 yards. 3-0 to the famous. Great moves by Rangers and great goal by Hadji. On 92 minutes, corner on the left is taken by Stewart, Comes to Goldson, who passes to Hitton, who tries a shot which goes high. Hard lines Hitton and Rangers. Full time. 3-0 to the Rangers. This result now puts the 37 games played, 23 points clear at the top of the league, and on 99 points with one game left. We have scored 88 goals and lost 13, giving us a goal difference of 75. Some stats, Rangers. Well done. Well done indeed. Well done to everyone at Rangers. Once again, the Bridgeman's really proud, really proud. Player by player. McLaughlin 8, Tavernier 9, Goldson 9, Simpson 8, Aribo 9, Hadji 8, Davis 9, Kamara 8, Roof 8, Morelos 8, Kent 8. Man of the match, I gave this to Aribo. I thought Aribo had put on a tremendous performance all round, and he really did us proud. But he wasn't that far ahead of some of the boys. Davis was great, Goldson, not to forget Tav. I thought Tav was brilliant as well. So really tough to pick one. Match stats, possession 29% for Livingston, 71 for Rangers. Shots, Livingston 9, Rangers 11. Shots on target, Livingston 2, Rangers 5. Corners, Livingston 1, Rangers 5. Fouls, 14, Livingston, and 10 for Rangers. And that is the end of A View from the Bridge.
All right, mate. You're always generous with your marks, mate. Always generous, but there were some great performances. Port Bear.
There certainly was, mate. And in my opinion, the Rangers' performance typifies the season so far. You know, team kept their composure. You know, and it's been in the face of many a robust defence. You know, performances for every team that comes to the Ibrox or when we go away. And to be honest, mate, Rangers have really made any chance we've got, the moments that count in the game, we've really, you know, snatched them this season. Maybe last season, we maybe got away phase, we didn't finish games off, etc. So, like Bridgeman said, I think that in such a difficult season with COVID, etc., I think Rangers have been on and showed, you know, they've got steel as well as style, mate, in the team, which will only stay as good and good fast for the rest of this, you know, seasons ahead with Gerrard.
Yeah, I liked the way we played last night, Bridge. On that surface, we pushed the two fullbacks up. Davis kept jumping in to make it 3 at the back. Simpson was on the left. I thought Simpson looked, let's just say, looked a bit raw. The boy's still finding his feet. Would that be fair, Bridge?
Yeah, I think so. A couple of wee times there, he got himself mixed up with that big, must be the tallest player in football at the moment, that big jet guy. And he's a big tough guy, you know, so he got himself a wee bit picked. But he settled down and he got into the game, and the boy never bothered him too much after that, seriously. I thought the boys were coming on to it. He's obviously going to get a wee bit under pressure, and that's going to happen all the time when you're playing with the Rangers. So he's got to learn, and he's learning. I think he's learning well now. Mm-hmm. But he's a lovely left foot for a good passer of the ball, really good passer of the ball. He's just.
I agree with that. He's got a left foot, and he's quick, mate. He's quick, but he's got to learn. He gets, mate. Portbury's getting rolled. That's 2 games in a row. He's been rolled, getting too closer.
Aye, and that'll come next year. You know, he's a baby as centre half concerned. You know, centre half position's concerned. They're absolute baby. They know. I think he's possibly maybe one for, you know, maybe not this year, maybe next year, but he will get probably games in the upcoming season. He's just got to learn to jumping into challenges. You said, mate, getting too tight and rolled. You need to be a bit more composed than that, mate. And if you think who's ahead of him right now, you've got Hollander and Balogun. It's probably still a wee step ahead of him if they were fit. So I think we're very strong in that position at the moment, and it shows you how far our team and our club has risen. That a previous Premier League player is your third choice, more or less, centre back.
You know, left side, mate.
Yeah.
Aye, but listen, we're not wanting to make it about Jack Simpson, but I think we had to mention it. But listen, 2 big shout-outs for me. Joe Aribo, Bridge, as you pointed out, mate, what a performance, what a player, what a guy he's turning into be. And also, John McLaughlin. Shout out for John McLaughlin, the second best goalie in the league, Bridge, man.
Oh, well said, pal. Well said, that one, yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Well said. I actually didn't think about John McLaughlin in my, what do you call it, for man of the match or anything like that. I never put him up anywhere near that. He didn't really do a great deal, truth be told. But, no, I agree with.
I'm just saying shout out for him, Bridge. I didn't say he was man of the match, but
no. I think that he played well, and yeah, I'm kind of giggling inside now when you said that the second best goalkeeper in the league. It's something else, isn't it? And he's probably only had about 10 games a whole season.
Oh, that was his 12 clean sheet or something.
12 clean sheet, yep.
Really? Bridge.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's fabulous, isn't it? That's just fabulous, you know.
As I said, he'd more clean sheets than Fox, you know.
She was. I was really impressed with Rangers last night. There was times when, because they think they're a dangerous team that at Livingston, particularly on their own pitch, and the way they play from the back is it's not something to behold. It's just terrible, you know. But they do it, and they do it quite well. And they love these long, high balls that are going to come down like a stone. So you need to be what you're not getting that drive for the ball, so the centre half can ping the ball back again with the head. You know, and getting these ones is just drop. And I'm afraid that they. Sorry.
Do you think that's Bridge because people they try to get you turning, they try to play it into that areas, and they know that the opposition is confident on their feet? Do you think that's a factor?
Oh, absolutely. Anybody that plays on these pitches take their life in their own hands, truth be told. You just don't go there. You don't get a grip. You run onto a grass pitch of any description. You know where the bad, but you get to know where the bad parts of the pitch is, and you watch your foot and what you're doing. On that, you don't know what's happening. That should be an even bounce the whole way. It's never an even bounce. Never, ever, ever. Look at State of Port Bear playing them.
The pitch is a great leveller, guys, isn't it? I mean, that's right away. That's the first obstacle you've got is the pitch. To me, that's a leveller. But they stuck to the game plan, you know. And for 75 minutes, the majority of that game, we had them penned in their own half. And every time they kept, clearing the ball, we were picked up again. Regurgitating the ball quickly and going again with another attack. So I felt right up until, say, 75 minutes. I had a couple of chances, obviously, with that boy hitting the post and stuff, and then when he blast over the bar. But up until then, I thought we were very, very dominant. Very dominant.
I thought it was a bit rope-a-dope. We had them chasing shadows, and they ran out of steam. I think they ran out of steam when the boy hit the post. I think he maybe could have scored, but once again, John McLaughlin. Listen, that second and third goal, and even the move for the penalty kick, great ball for Roof, turned pass into Roof, and I think that was Roof's only contribution the whole night, really, if I'm being honest. But Hadji, again, didn't do a lot for me, but what I will say, Port Bear got the penalty kick, scored the third goal. You take that every week, wouldn't you?
Of course, mate. He shows bravery for a penalty kick. He's going there. He must know he's going to get smashed because that keeper's coming. So first of all, he showed a bit of bravery, which somebody's on here and probably listeners maybe question at times with him. But and he shows that adapt positioning sense to be in that box to get them finishes. And it's not the first time he's done that this season. Oxford showed up in the box and get vital goals at vital times in the game. And that just killed Livy. That just killed them, that third goal. They were already on their feet, I reckon. But that third goal goes in and that's it, game over. It's time just to see the game out in it.
Yeah, right. Okay, we get the old phone lines open, Bridgeman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, mate.
Go for it.
Right, okay. Let's hear from you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show. It's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Aye, Joe Aribo, John McLaughlin. I thought Goldstein played well. Tav had a great appetite. Stephen Davis slotting in and making a three at the back, so intelligent.
Kamara.
As I mentioned, Kent, he likes that surface. I thought Roof was flatted in and out, Morelos done his bit, but I thought the best football player in the park for us last night wasn't Joe Aribo, even though I would understand fully people giving him a man of the match because of the class he showed. I thought Glenn Kamara had a superb game last night.
I have to agree with you, mate. Glenn Kamara's probably his best game in a number of weeks, and we all know the reason why. I think last night again, I was questioning where over the last few weeks where the guys had their flip flops on already, and I thought maybe half of them were already in their holidays. But last night, Oxford, that whole team showed me an appetite that it's not over yet. There is still targets that Gerrard said last night in his interview. You know, getting over that 100-point mark, going on the seasons, you know, undefeated, etc. But Glenn Kamara, mate, a guy who oozes class, and you know, if he could add a few goals to his game, you know, over a season, what a player you've got in your hands, mate. I already think we've got a master class midfielder, but a few goals to his game, mate, and watch his stock rise.
Yeah, absolutely. For me, absolutely. And you know, I can't wait until Saturday and we go out there and we beat Aberdeen. We need to beat Aberdeen. For me, we need to beat Aberdeen. And that lets us overtake Celtics. What do you call it? They know do, can't remember what it is they did, like clean, you know, league. What do you call that? Oh my, the undefeated thing, you know. So, we can overtake them the weekend. So at the moment we're just joint, you know, just joint. Listen to me, just joint.
You know, but I did pick up an incident. If we win by more than 3 goals at the weekend, Port Bear, I know you like a stat.
Yep. Yeah? Yep.
That means that there's only 3 teams in the Premier League with positive goal difference. Now,
Wow.
what does that tell? Does that now show you what's wrong with our football, mate?
Aye, 100%. 100%. I think on this show we've pretty much, you know, been saying this for certainly the 2 seasons I've been involved in the show. Now you've probably seen it long before me, but certainly over the last 2 seasons in Scotland, Oxtear, I've not enjoyed watching many games. If it isn't the fact for Rangers raising the bar this season and over the 2 seasons have grown under Gerrard, Scottish football would be pretty dire, mate, without Steven Gerrard in it, and that's only my opinion. His football in this country is growing every year and his stock is rising, and Rangers as a club and a team that he's building, stock's rising. So as long as we keep playing like that, mate, I'll enjoy watching them. I'm not particularly caring what any other teams are doing, but it's not good to watch, mate.
Yeah. You talked
Can I come in on that? Just on that point of what Bear was saying. We're back to that where we were 10 years ago. We're now back to the part where the Scottish football is attempting to kill itself off with hatred. Just hate themselves to death. That's what they're doing at the moment. That stat that you just gave us, if that turns out like that, that's a scandal in any league. I don't care who they are. It's a scandal.
Even if there's only 4 teams with a positive goal difference, Bridge.
It's just, how can there be? Oh my God, that's just nonsense, really. Just nonsense. However, what can we say? Mm-hmm. The way they've been going, and they just hate Rangers so much that it consumes all the energies that they've got. Instead of getting on with the game and doing the business and just treat each other as equals from a certain point, and all the jealousy about Rangers having this money and that money, you know, it's just nonsense. It's just utter nonsense for the Scottish football. See, the authorities as well. If Rangers could have got that through, they cleared that lot out last year. They could have done. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, we'll get there, mate. We'll get there. Right, listen, I've got a wee story to tell you. Yeah?
Yep.
And I'm not going to put any names in it because it wouldn't be fair, but if you talk about class, a friend of a friend, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Wrote a letter to Stevie G after we won the league, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. Basically thanking him, yeah, to coin a phrase. What do you think he get back?
I dare say probably got a letter back, mate.
A handwritten letter
Wow.
to Stevie G. The guy took the time to handwrite the letter, thanking the guy for his support of your club. Now, what does that say about
Class with a capital K. Class.
Yeah.
Imagine your face when you open that envelope, because you're expecting the secretary, you know, the Stevie G signature on it. Hand-typed letter, didn't you? That'd have been phenomenal, mate. That's absolutely phenomenal. Fair gaffer. Class in a glass, mate.
It'd be fair if I'd opened up, I'd have shook it to see if there was any money in it. But brilliant,
Wow.
fantastic, true story, reliable source.
That's fantastic, really and truly, marvellous story. So thanks for telling us about that one. The management, our management, the board, and everything, they're just great. They're just great for us, and the fans love it, and they love the fans, and that's what I think's great. See, the motorways are off last night when the Rangers were coming back, the fireworks and everything.
Did you see Alfie? Did you see Alfie?
And just unbelievable stuff, Wow.
Oh, he's a character, Alfie. He's a character enough. Right, go on this show. 0141 356 1972. Come on and speak to Port. Bridgeman, ask them anything you want. As long as it's not about football, it's going to hold a clue, right? So, come and join us.
What a shocker you are. What a shocker.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, we're building up to the end of the season, Bridgeman, and a great performance last night. Great, but best performance at Livingston for a long, long time, mate.
Yeah, indeed. And they're a tough wee team, as I said earlier, and they don't take any prisoners. So we saw that last night. But we stuck at it. And we some of it, particularly Rebo, showed he's got a wee bit of tough side as well in him. That third goal that we got, that was a marvellous set of tackles he put in to win that ball and push it down. What a beautiful pass to Itten. Marvellous stuff. Great stuff. Great goal.
I thought that was a pass of the night. I watched the highlights last night, and I didn't realise live how good a pass Tabs was to Kent for the second goal.
That thing of beauty.
Yep.
Yeah, I told somebody to watch that again today. I'll not tell you who he is, Bridget. Wouldn't it be fair? But let's just say he lives quite near Greenock. Right, so I told him to watch it.
Yeah, donkey. What do you like, Port? You're a donkey.
he always calls me that.
You know how you call him that? You know how you call him donkey? Right.
Did he watch it?
What did I tell you to have a look at? Did you have a look at it again?
Aye, yeah, certainly did, mate. Certainly did. In my opinion, it was almost a carbon copy of the goal at Ibrox when Jermaine Defoe takes it first time and puts it right in the bottom right hand corner. I think probably Kent could have done the same. If I'm totally honest, he could have probably taken it the first time, but I don't know whether they playing with what in style points Oxford. Playing a 1-2 inside the 6-yard box.
Did you see with Kent bust his?
Oh, the run. Yeah. He's broke his neck, hasn't he, to get there? Absolutely broke his neck, mate. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if we could have slotted it in as easily as the one with Defoe, because the ball was virtually came over Defoe's right shoulder, similar to it did with Kent. But Defoe is a right-footed player, with Kent's left-footed. I don't know whether there was a wee mix-up in his head there and he just did that. I was expecting him to bust the net.
Kent is left-footed, Bridge.
I can't tell him either.
No, but I'll tell you, if that had been me in that situation, I'd have turned face to penalty spot and back heeled it, mate. That's what I think he did.
Oh, what a shocker! Oh, you listen to that.
Oh, he's a tough guy to play for, isn't he? Was he playing for him?
He must have been a Didi Stefano. He must have been a Didi Stefano. For God's sake!
I was good on the Subbuteo pitch, but.
And the Subbuteo pitches, aye.
Oh dear, you've got to laugh, Port, haven't you?
Oh, aye, mate. You don't laugh, you'll agree. But certainly, mate, the second goal, as I says, you think of the team, Livy are, they're very physical, big unit at the back, big unit in a team, and that's pinpoint accuracy passing, mate, from Tav, splitting their defence, and then, as I said, playing the 1-2 inside the box. Slam the ball in the net, and that's how you cut teams like that home, because very robust defences like that need to be, you need to find your feet in the game, show a bit of steel, so a few hard tackles, match them that way first of all, and class will always come through in the end. As we've said, Oxford. So, and that's what happened. Cream always rises to the top, and the team with the best players in it, went on and slammed 3 goals past them. It's been long overdue, right enough.
You hear? Just had the text come in from Mr. S. Skipper Bridgman. He says, Rangers Radio no get letters for Stevie G because he's only getting them for lawyers.
Skipper, you shocker.
He's right. We've had a few, but we've not lost a case yet. Some of Fox's have been not proven, but we've not lost a case yet. Right.
Oh, brilliant. Just brilliant.
Right, get on here, because what seems to be the trend now, Port Bear, is everybody wants to come in the last half an hour of the show.
Oh, is this what they're doing?
Oh, this is the trend. So what do you think they're watching? I don't know what they're watching, but there you go. Maybe
Sky Sports, maybe.
I don't know, mate. I thought maybe Skipper and that, maybe looking at the soaps, you know, they're that kind of bloke, Skipper right. And CB, they're like a soap opera. You know?
Right. You'll have CB phoning up here, getting you into trouble now.
CB's a gentleman. He's just not worked out his mate yet. Once he works out his mate, he'll be fine. You know, remember CB used to have all that jewellery to meet Skipper? Bridgman.
You reckon?
Aye.
You reckon old CB is taking his jewellery off him? Come on, surely not.
Only when he shakes his horn.
Exactly. It's just brilliant. Just brilliant.
Right, we're going to put last night to bed unless somebody phones in and talk about it. Is that fair?
Aye,
really,
yep.
It was a precursor to the weekend, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You happy with that, Bridge?
Yes, indeed, Val.
We'll start officially building up to Trophy Day. Port Bear Trophy Day. League Trophy.
God, even when you say it like that, Oxdear, goosebumps. Here's the back of my neck stand. Finally, to get that trophy back in the cabin at Ibrox, it means absolutely the world to me. At 44 years of age, I still feel like an 18-year-old boy that's just getting through all my emotions as a youngster.
It's me. What's that 44? Where did this come from? Stop trying to reduce your age, boy. Trying to get into juniors. I heard that's shocking. You know what he sounds like? He sounds like a Port Glasgow version of Oxdear. That's what he sounded like there.
But it's building up, mate, and Gerrard's brought, pride. He's brought back Rangers class. What it means to be a Rangers supporter, a Rangers player. He's probably the best thing that's happened to our club in 10 years, mate, if I'm brutally honest. And that's nice, snide on anybody else at the club. I can't believe we've done it. And in the style we've done it, 23 points ahead. They were fiercest rivals across the city. Mate, it's been absolutely tremendous and an absolute pleasure to watch.
I can't disagree with you at all. I just loved them every minute, watching them coming in. And, I don't people watch at all, to be honest. But, when I was sitting at Ibrox watching that man, couldn't keep my eyes off him in that sense. Just
one of you two's got a phone and it keeps beeping. Can you turn it off, please? And I know who my money's on. Right.
There it's there. I didn't even know I had it with me. I thought I left it somewhere.
Right. Carry on, Bridgman.
No, I can't remember what it was. I saying there, Port.
In regards to the season so far and Trophy Day.
Right. Well, for me, this is the best. This season is the best we've had, certainly since the 10-11 season when we won the league that year, and then the next year we were in serious trouble. But I'm not being funny when I say it. This guy he's outshowing virtually every manager that we've ever had. Not in a deliberate sense. It just so happens that's the way it was. So I love his professionalism. I love what his ideas in it, and his team he's got for coaching and mentoring boys. It's just fabulous. It's just absolutely wonderful. And I wish we could have done this more over the last 10 years, because that would have been really great for us. But just as we know, we lived through it. It just didn't happen. So I can take hats off to Stevie G. Just fantastic. I just love it. Brilliant being a Rangers manager and a Rangers supporter. Fantastic.
Do you know, for me, Bridge, sorry, Ox.
No, carry on, Paul.
Just for me, guys, I think what shocks me and what I'm so proud of is the fact he gets it and how quick he got it. The fact, how big.
That was the point I was trying to make with that story I told you. I just heard that this afternoon, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That guy appreciates where he is in life. He knows he's one of us, yeah?
Aye, yep. That's what I'm getting at, yep.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He's
First
a corner boy.
Yeah.
By the way, I've just been told that when CB met Skipper, he was like Mr. T Bridge, man. He's no anywhere. Aye.
Mr. T. What did Nicholas say? I remember that well. Bro, you fool.
I thought that was Frank Bruno phone.
That was brilliant. That's what it sounded like to me. You fool.
Brilliant, Bridge.
You can get this Sunday night, Mike Yarwood, this Sunday night, Bridge.
Oh, I'm not kidding, but I really and truly, I loved that programme, by the way. I just loved it, Used to kid him on, then knock him out and put him on a plane.
You could have been on that, the A-team.
It was brilliant, wasn't it? Just great.
What was that like, Paul?
Bridgie Baracus.
That was worse than Big Stevie's joke the other night. Right, back to you.
You got to try. I can't beat Big Stevie's joke. Surely not.
Back to you, Port Bill.
Aye, as I said there, mate, he gets it. I mean, you think of guys like Pedro Caixinha and that who come in who, in my opinion, embarrassed the club. You think the levels have risen from Pedro Caixinha to Steven Gerrard. It's second to none, mate. He was already a world brand, in my opinion, before he came to our club. And it was always a question in my mind when he first came in, would he have the credentials to take a club of our stature? Who I've always believed, even when we were doing the doldrums, I always believed we were still that club at Oxford. That never left me. I always knew we were a club of great stature that just needed the right man and the right sort of investors and money about the club to put us back where we were. And I never ever thought for a minute we'd never be back. I knew we'd find a way somehow. But under Gerrard, in my opinion, I don't think it happened any quicker with anybody else at Oxford. I really don't, because the team he's brought with him, our coaches, and then obviously with James Bisgrove and all the money men behind the club, Dave King, without them, mate, we wouldn't be back where we were. So my hat's off to the whole lot of them, and Dave King did warn them, mate.
I think you're right. There's pieces in the jigsaw. It's not your normal jigsaw. There's pieces that are bigger than other pieces, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Gerrard, if you like, was a centrepiece, mate. And there's big pieces running about him. Dave King's one. James Bisgrove's coming in. His pieces get bigger all the time. And all the players have got. Stephen Davis. He's a corner piece.
Yeah.
But they've all played their part. But I never seen it coming. I thought Gerrard was improving, and I think he did for day one. Did I think we would win the league in the third season by potentially more than 20 odd points? Yeah. Won it by the 8th of March. Sorry. It's just phenomenal. Bridgeman.
Yeah, the manager is just something else, and I wonder, when he sits down with his management team and the coaches and all that, I wonder if they do what we would do, type of thing, reflect back. When we came here, we were shall we say, youth teams. Was it the youth teams, the Liverpool youth teams they were with? And, you think to yourself, look where we are now in 3 years. In 3 years, they've come up here and they've taken over completely. And what a season to finish on. Unbelievable, really and truly, unbelievable. I really do hope, I demand that we go and win in Saturday. And that win will be tumultuous. The team, the fans will go mental. They'll just go mental. Because we've done everything we could physically anyway to to take the club right back up to the very top, sitting at the pinnacle of the game, and our biggest enemies don't even have a manager, and they've not had a manager for a long time, and they don't even look as if they're going to do anything. It's going to take them 6 months just to get into the game up here, or more. So they three, is it 4 or 5 of them even, that run all the different training sessions and coaching and that. I think it's just, they must think they're in Wonderland, just Wonderland. I can't go in, I can't praise them too much. I think they're fantastic. It's fantastic. Come on,
I think you're right. I think what he's done, his recruitment. The guy, what we've got about the guy that's in charge, Port Bear, we've got a guy who's a natural leader. Yeah. But he's no, like you say, he's not so arrogant to think he knows it all. So he surrounds himself with good people. I've tried that and failed miserably with you, Bridgeman and Fox, but you can only keep trying, you know what I mean?
What a shocker. What a shock. Imagine playing the same team as him, Port. Imagine playing the same team. Unbelievable.
He's definitely been, he's admitted many times, even this season, year, he's made mistakes, with sometimes team selection and maybe formation. He's always said he's still learning the game, which he is. He's still a young manager, still in his fledgling years in management. He's got that wow factor that there's some players that we probably wouldn't have got before. Wouldn't have kept Ibrox under any other manager. But the fact that Steven Gerrard's there, he's a big factor in making guys like, in my opinion, Joe Aribo come to Ibrox. Maybe guys like Yanis Hadji, etc., other names as well. Kamal Roof, Jermaine Defoe. They guys probably wouldn't have signed for the club if he wasn't your gaffer. So I think that's another thing that he gives the club. If you're a young footballer up and coming, like playing down in the English Premiership like Jack Simpson was, and Joe Aribo, and you want to play for probably one of the world's finest midfielders in his heyday, you want to come get coached after Steven Gerrard, don't you? And not to mention Gary McAllister. If you're any inspiring midfielder, Gary McAllister's there is another guy to coach. And then Stephen Davis, who's a player, holding 26 caps, mate. So it's a good place to come, telling you're trading football right now, mate.
Yeah. Listen, we've got an interview or an article for, an interview or a statement for Adrian Durham, what he thinks in Rangers winning the league. So get yourself a mute and let's hear from Adrian.
Rangers they're obviously champions in Scotland. That has happened, of course, and they could seal an unbeaten season as champions, and will seal it if they avoid defeats at home to Aberdeen on Saturday lunchtime. They won 3-0 last night in their penultimate game against Livingston. And I want to say this. It's not just the fact that they've won the title. That's fantastic for Rangers. It's all they wanted, to get back to the very top of Scottish football after the years in the wilderness, and Steven Gerrard has led them there. But for Rangers to go unbeaten, if this happens, if Rangers go unbeaten less than a decade after being in the 4th tier of Scottish football, where they lost to Stirling Albion, where they lost to Peterhead, where they lost to Annan Athletic, for them to go from the 4th tier to an unbeaten title-winning season in less than a decade is the biggest ever achievement in Scottish domestic football, bar none. You can have your Celtic invincible seasons, treble seasons, whatever you want. Did they do it less than a decade after being in the 4th tier? No. It's a club that's been completely ripped apart, put back together. It's had to go through 4 managers to get to where they are from the 4th tier, and look where they are. They're back at the very top, and on top of that, Steven Gerrard's about to lead them to an unbeaten season. I challenge anybody to deny what I have just said there.
Did they have to mention Peterborough and Stirling Albion?
I started getting chills when he said them. Annan. Oh my God, no.
It's set up well, but Oxford done it. To where we were.
He mentioned that a few times. Unbeaten.
Is he a fan?
Yeah, he went to Glasgow Uni, mate, and got a pass for your club. He did, yeah.
Yeah, right, cool.
Yep. I think he was the year below me. I'm not sure.
In Glasgow Uni.
Aye. Some with you.
Is it laughing for a reason, Oxy?
I love it.
know
I just love
why,
it.
but-
It's brilliant. Just brilliant. Oh, Marty, stop it. And they go on mute. You go, you're laughing.
What's he like?
Brilliant. Just brilliant. That was a good one, Oxford.
Aye.
High praise, Oxy. High praise.
Aye. He's got a point, mate. It's
Yep.
it's film stuff, mate, or story, mate, and maybe one day we'll get to the bottom of what happened the other direction, but it's film stuff, how we'll bounce back and what if we get through this season undefeated. It's just unbelievable. What was the word they kept using? Unbeaten. Unbeaten. Yeah.
Talks well, that guy, but didn't he? He really does speak
You
well.
would struggle to say that. You don't like saying beaten, do you?
Who you talk? John Beaton.
Cheating beating.
Cheating Beaton. No.
Right, there's these callers, Bridgeman. Where are they?
I don't know, but they can call in on 0141 356 1972. We'd love to hear from you. Come on, get on here.
Yeah. I bet they'll be phoning in if we were getting beat every week, yeah?
Oh, all the moaners, Oxy.
Well, I know heard from some of them for a while, the mourners, the ones that phone in when we get beat. We know who you are. We know who you are. The ones that are never happy. Are you listening, Albert? Are you listening? You'll kill me. Right, okay. We'll get there. Fantastic achievement. And you're right, Port Bear. Stevie G, what a man. What a guy. What a leader. And he's turning into a very, very good manager. You don't know if that's going to happen, but he is.
Definitely, mate. I think even you can tell the guy's man management. I mean, to take Joe Rebo, for instance, I'm going to use him as an example. To ask that guy continually to play a position, you know, it seems to be his go-to guy when things we're short in certain positions. Right, Joe Rebo, you're going to play left back tonight. I mean, he's a number 10, Oxtair. That's what I class Joe Rebo as, anyway, a number 10. And he goes to him obviously yesterday or beginning of the week and says, you're playing left back for this game against Livingston. And, he puts his ego aside, puts his own, position aside, and goes and plays that position and plays it very well. And what that shows you about Joe Rebo, mate, he's not just a good player, he's a superb player. Because only players of that quality can play in any position in the park, mate, in my opinion.
I reckon that Joe Rebo could play anywhere across the front three. I reckon if you were stuck, he could play at the centre forward role. I do. I don't know in the middle of midfield, but he can play either side, as we've seen. Yeah.
Yep.
And the way he did the ball a couple of times, if you're really stuck, he could help you in a three in the centre back. What an attribute you have. But I think his best position is forward, and he played at left back last night. Fantastic.
But all the times he plays in a different position and does well, it's adding to his stature as a player altogether. I think he's a marvellous player. But when you're adding this, he's got strength. He's got guile, because you've got to have that to play in all these different positions. I'm not saying he's a star in every position, but he can play in them. I think it's great. Everything you've said, I agree with. Fantastic player.
Well, we've been joined by Jim. How are we doing, Jim?
How are we doing? I'm just phoning in here, Barry. I heard you talking about the mourners there. I thought I'd join in. I think our phones are over on the phone.
Do we have an Jim?
Ah, there, right. Go and check my...
I never thought of you, Jim. I never thought of you, Jim, but if the cap fits.
When you have mourners in, you're the first guys that keep me my heat.
Oh dear, how you doing?
Yeah. But I'm just plodding on. They really looking forward to Saturday, man.
Jim, you've been very fair in your assessments. A lot of time you've been honest and you've gave your views. But seriously,
are you going to go on about him the other night?
No, I'm not going to even mention him, mate. I'm going to ask you about the team, the manager, and what it's meant to you this season, mate.
Oh, phenomenal, man. She even no been there, man. I shed a tear the night we scored that winner against Livingston. That's when it kind of sunk home for me. That's when it was done. I'm one of these, as you know me, I'm always Mr. Doom and Gloom, always fear the worst. But see when the good things happen, I get a good buzz out of it. That's right, and it's just been pure, man. It's been phenomenal, unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we've not been there, we've not been in the stadium this season, I've enjoyed this season. Very, very disappointed with the two cup competitions, but as far as the league and being in Europe, I just feel I've had a real kick out of this season. I've really enjoyed watching the games on the telly.
And your day job as a professional tour guide. What have the people at the back of your tour bus? What have they made of the season?
They made of the season. I can quite a lot to say they don't like SNP.
Right, that's all right. No problem with that.
Again, but it's everybody's just pure buzzing for this weekend, and I just hope everything goes to plan this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We're a bit worried about it at the off-field events because again. I just want the Bears to go out and enjoy ourselves. Yeah. I think we've been demonised already for what's probably going to happen at the weekend.
Maybe they should have a map through Paul Shields. Everything would be all right, wouldn't it? Right, right. We'll keep away from that. But what I'll say to you, DVG, you were fair in your criticisms at times in the first couple of seasons. What's your thoughts now?
My thoughts now. Phenomenal. Well, this season, phenomenal. But I just think anybody who's, even though we never won in the last two seasons, our style of play and our club totally transformed under them. Big time. They were in the stadium to just the way the club are conducting themselves under them. But what he can't say that the club haven't gave him everything that he wanted. Because I think the club have backed him more than they probably have done under other managers.
But his spend, mate, isn't he massive? You know what we spent, you know.
But for where we are and what we've been through, we've not had a lot. Things have still been hard. I think we have gave him above everything that he wanted.
Times they have been hard. That could be a song. We travel near and far. What do you think? Aye. How's it going? Port Bear, how's it going?
You can always hear us roaring from the Irish Park.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah, we'll know his Bible noise this weekend.
What's that, Jim? I missed that.
I said they'll know his Bible noise this weekend, that's for sure.
Aye, they will, mate, and they will. And just everybody stay safe, be sensible, and enjoy the day.
That's it.
Have a few drinks with your mates and enjoy it. And but listen, mate. Really glad to hear from you. You're one of the stars of Rangers Radio when you phone in, mate. It's always a pleasure to hear from you, even if we don't always agree. But we don't always agree with everybody, do we?
Did you put Diz at the start of that there? Nah, listen, by the way, you guys, I said that way at the start of the pandemic and all that, and that's when they started listening and all that. You guys need to be praised for the high heavens, you guys that conduct yourself on this radio show, because you put it out there for the people, and the people say thank you. That's everything I get back for everything I hear the people talking about this radio station. I turn it on and I get guys in the motor, I know blue noses and guys like, what's that? You're listening? See, that's Rangers Radio, mate, get into it. I'll be listening to that, we'll work your night on it. I'll put people on it, but again, you guys need to be commended for the jobs you do. I think it's absolutely fantastic. No, I know what you're going to say, that it's the callers that make it. No, it's no. It's you guys that make it.
Team effort, mate. We are part of the people, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
Aye.
Because we
Except
all,
Port Glasgow. Except
no,
Port
we
Glasgow.
don't count him. We're trying, mate. We're trying. It's difficult, you know. We're trying, mate, but it's difficult, Bridge, isn't it?
Oh, it's really, really difficult. I mean, really difficult. Some ordinary people down there, isn't there? Only teasing you here, Port Bear. Only teasing, pal. Only kidding.
It's taking them home at night, Jim. It's pretty scary.
What, driving here or driving back out yourself?
I can do that Port Glasgow.
Yeah, even Jim knows about it.
No, there's a lot of good. I know a few good bears for doing in Green up and
Yeah.
thing that. Pete Tom and all the boys. There's a lot of good bears down there.
Port Bear's one of them. Port Bear's one of them.
Yeah,
Port Bear is the top man in Port Glasgow. Biggest bear ever. Can he play football? But he's a big bear. A big bear.
Hey, listen, I'm going to step aside and let somebody else come in here again.
All right, Jim.
Just back for the football training there with the Rangers fit course. Here, by the way, see that course I was talking to you about?
Yep.
Now, I've done the Rangers fit course. I don't know if any of you have actually looked in it on the thing there. It's starting back next week if any of you are interested on it again. Go to the Rangers Charity Foundation and have a wee look at it. Because it's starting back next week.
All right. Get there, get fit and start training with bears, yeah?
By the way, see the buzz you get about with it. You actually train in the stadium and it's phenomenal, by the way, guys. If any of you guys that's maybe kind of struggling, you know, it's not just for people that's kind of heavy. People that's maybe kind of struggling health-wise and all that get involved in it. It's a course that's second to none, and as I'm saying, the enjoyment is you get doing it within the stadium. It's absolutely fantastic. As I'm saying,
Right.
contact Rangers. Any are really interested. Get involved in it, guys, because it's fantastic. I've been involved in it for a way when it started under the Wellman course. I think I've been on it every year since it started. But it's the coaching you get, it's fantastic. For Wally, Harry, and John. But as I'm saying, we're still up. I play for the football team now. Who you've got to have done the course to get playing in this team, and we go out of the country playing teams. Your Celtics, your Aberdeens, your Hibs. We down the borders and playing other teams. They also went down to Middlesbrough to play them. But it's fantastic. See anybody, it's maybe got a wee bit of timber. Get involved in it. Have a wee look at it, because it's fantastic.
Brilliant, mate. Brilliant. You've been commended for putting yourself out there, enjoying it, and listen, the Rangers family just goes for strength to strength. Yep.
I better believe it. Right. Saying, well, you guys, I hope you all have a good Saturday and keep up the good work, guys, because I'll still be tuning in.
You hear, mate? We'll speak to you soon.
You too, Jim. Have a good time, mate.
He's a wee call in the weekend, guys, okay? He's after. Good night, guys.
All the best,
Good night. Bye-bye.
Oh, that was brilliant, wasn't it?
Aye. Really, I think I thought this was going to turn into a really happy day, but I think the emotion at the end of the season is building, and I hope that. Listen, we appreciate all the kind words, Bridge, didn't we? But it's an absolute pleasure having Rangers Radio as a hobby, innit?
Oh my God, it's a lifeline. It's a lifeline for me. I'm sure it's a lifeline for a lot of other Rangers fans. So come on and enjoy it. Come on, enjoy yourself on here. Phone in.
Yeah. Listen, you too. I'm just going to give a wee shout out just to remind everybody, anybody that's in the Livingston area, you know, I know we shouldn't travel without our own areas a day, read the club's message, but if you're in the Livingston area, take a chance to go and see her, Jodie, on Monday. She's playing at 7 p.m. in Lounge 72 in Livingston, yeah. I think it's a Brian Mathers one. He's done the Rangers theme pub out in Livingston. So if you're in that area, get there, see Jodie, enjoy our songs. You can always listen to us in the archives, can't you, Port Bear?
Aye. Jodie's been on and done a few songs on here, mate, but if he's missing us all that much when we're all off, listen to us in the archives.
Aye, good. See Jodie singing.
Aye, definitely.
Listen, get yourself a mute. We're going to have a tune.
We love you, Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. Oh Rangers, we love you. Stephen Gerrard came to Ibrox along with Gary Mack, and they were set the challenge to bring the title back. He arrived, he ended with let's go, and then we sniff it up to see the league lads finally won. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. Oh Rangers, we love you. We had McGregor, having goals, and Bournemouth had the back. Alfie can't be feet in the fallen attack. Davis, Jack, Kamara, Arthur Hadji came alive with Hamilton and Balkan. They won his 55. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. Oh Rangers, we love you. Not forgetting Jory boys, name we couldn't fit. Like Edmondson, Stuart Barker, we knew done his bit. McLaughlin, Jones and Bassey, Patterson, Zungu. Though Nico Cattish didn't please, Rangers through and through. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. Oh Rangers, we love you. Dave King and the Three Bears deserve some special praise. They fought and won the battles to bring these glory days. Too many more to mention, they gave us everything. Now every bear around the world can celebrate and sing. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. Oh Rangers, we love you. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we do. Oh Rangers, we love you.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Do you enjoy that, Bridgeman?
We love you Rangers, we do. We love you Rangers, we absolutely love it. Great wee songs then, by the way. She's a brilliant wee singer.
Oh, she's superb. She's superb. Listen, we've been sent her. Keith, one of the listeners on Facebook, has asked about the Player of the Year. We had that running for a while and we were waiting for something coming through, but Stephen Davis absolutely romped it at the finish. Closely followed by Conor Gauls and Alan McGregor. Yeah, you know, and but not closely. It was a one-horse race, really. Bear, are you surprised?
No, I'm not, mate. I know as well you were counting up the race. You know, I think him and Goldson were pretty neck and neck at one point, but in the end, Stephen Davis has, you know, ran away with it in the end, especially on the show anyway. Our opinions. I think Stephen, but then what he's doing at the age he's doing it at, mate, is absolutely phenomenal. And he's still playing at that highest level, and he still does that in Europe as well, mate, and not just in the Scottish League. He does it in Europe as well, and obviously for his international team, so he's still doing it at a national level as well, which you've got to commend the guy for. But he's been our pivot, mate. He's been our main man in midfield, and probably the burning desire to help your team get through this title, mate.
Yeah, I think if Tav hadn't been unlucky with his injury, he could have run him close. I think when we were doing that poll, Bridgeman, that I think Tav, it was during his injury, but Stephen Davis, a worthy winner, yeah. Bridge?
Yeah, every time it's got to be Stephen Davis, but what you just said there at the end, Tavernier is catching up now, and it's season just running out for him. I thought last night he looked as if he's back to really full fitness. He needs a pre-season under him. and he'll come back with all the verve. My goodness gracious, he must have put 50 crosses in there last night. It's brilliant, just absolutely superb. Very pleased for him, very pleased with Foxy, because he's a big fan. Foxy's a big fan of Tavernier. And much as I've poo-hooed him sometimes, I thought that Tav was absolutely outstanding last night. What a great season he's had, even although he's had that long injury. No, seriously, great. I think, I'm not saying he's going to catch, he would definitely catch him, but there's a lot of folk think Tavernier's best player at Rangers. So there you go. A lot of folk think that.
Well, you never know. Tav could have 20, 25, 26 come back for fullback. Port better if he had the injured. It's mental. Port?
Yeah, mate. Another player for me that's been absolutely wild with Steven Gerrard. You know, I think the odd were doubts with, apart from Fox, in regards to Tav. But certainly he's grown into a captain, grown into a decent, really good assist making fullback, the modern day fullback, if you like, with goals next year. There's not many fullbacks who score 15, 16, 17 goals a season, and maybe get 18 assists or 15 assists to go with that as well. He's definitely grown under Gerrard, mate, in my opinion. And now he's got young Nathan Patterson to finally give him a bit of competition. I think that'll help him raise his game, mate, as well. And I think that's what you're seeing. He knows now that he's got young Nathan riding on his coattails, and I think that'll push him on as well, definitely.
Aye, I get it. Competition, never a bad thing.
Never had it.
Never a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Pushes you on to the next level, Bridgeman. Port Bear, it pushes you on to the next level, huh?
Aye, well, we've always wondered with Tav, has he got that next level, haven't we? And he's shown it last year, because you've got to think, this guy came for, he came in with Martin Wagcombe under Warburton and was hanging about the sort of doldrums of English football, the lower leagues, Championship or, Division 1. And then he comes up and plays in Scottish League and plays in Europe, and he's grown as a player and improved every season he's been here, in my opinion, mate. So fair play to him. It's hard to adjust to them levels every time and keep growing as a man and as a player, and he's done it. Every time that fence has been put up in front of him and the questions have been asked, he's smashed them down, mate. And this has been one of his best seasons, in my opinion. This has been his best season, in fact, at Rangers. And long may it continue.
It's great you've said that we came up with Waghorn. Look what Waghorn's doing at Derby. He's doing really well at Derby, And I loved him at Rangers. I just absolutely loved him. He's one of my favourites. Bull of a guy. Just loved it.
Welcome to the O2 messaging service.
It wasn't bad.
The person you are...
It wasn't bad, Waggy. Just wrong place, wrong time. Or right place, wrong time, Port Bearer.
Aye, his career could have been all so different if he managed to stick about the club, mate, until Gerrard came in. You got to remember he went from Derby signed him for £8 million, mate. So that tells you there was a player in there, but he didn't get the chance to play under Gerrard. But he was still worth £8 million, mate.
I think we've been joined by Amanda. Evening, Amanda.
Good evening, all. How are we?
How are we doing, Amanda?
I'm fine. I've got a poem for you about Rangers Radio, right? I've got a poem for you. I found Rangers Radio by mistake one boring night. I found it by mistake and I've been hooked ever since. I love my Rangers Radio. They keep me entertained. I love listening to my fellow Bears and Bearettes bearing all their souls. What fun it is to be a Ger. What delight of a season it's been. I love my Rangers Radio with Oxger and the crew. I love you all, one and all. We are the people, here we go. Let's keep it going for Rangers. We're Rangers Radio.
Well done.
I was just bored the other night and I thought I'd write that.
Amanda Burns.
No, I'm no relation to Shuggy Burns. No, I'm not related to him, honest. So, no, it was a good result again last night, wasn't it? It was a good game last night again.
Aye, great result, great performance. 3-0 and some good goals, Amanda.
I thought they were good goals. Of course, I missed the third goal. I went to the toilet and missed it. Of course, it would be Hadji that scored it, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? But there we go. So anyway, I thought it was a good game last night again, as I say. I'm getting my wee chat in because I'm shielding as of next week. So this is me on countdown now. So, but I can't, as I say, I thought it was brilliant looking at the fans at the side of the park with the fireworks and all that last night.
I
just thought it was brilliant.
The Bears are still.
Aye. So how's Bridgeman? Is Bridgeman all right? Aye.
Wonderful, thanks. And yourself?
I'm fine. I'm on countdown now, as I say, but I just want to...
Countdown? That's a TV programme.
Are you ready for your numbers, Amanda?
How did you go on the TV programme?
Can I have a pee, please?
Wow.
I was going to say, can I have a tea, please, but that's a bad word, isn't it?
There's no countdown.
Oh, so it was. Damn, there you go. So I don't have time for daytime telly. The things I watch now are doctors and that's that.
She's too busy writing poetry.
I know, that's poetry, aye. But no, I just thought last night I just thought it was a good game. Okay, there were spells where Livy were just pumping the long ball up looking for a chance, do you know what I mean? But even at that, there wasn't any chances you could say really worried you, you know what I mean? Because I say, I just want Saturday, I just can't wait to Saturday now, and that's tops off the perfect season, do you know what I mean? As I say, I'm desperate to get back to Ibrox, as I say, because I think we're on the same boat, you know, we've all missed getting to the stadium and all that this year, or the last couple of years. But as I say, I'm moving forward now, as I say, I've got my date and all that for my knee, so that's how I'm phoning on the night, because I'll probably not be on again after the night, because I'll be behaving myself.
Brilliant, Amanda. We've also been joined by Alex for Wishaw. How are we doing, Alex?
Good evening, Oxford, Bridgeman, Port Bear, Amanda.
Good evening.
Everybody keep okay?
Good.
Yep.
Brand new, mate. Yeah, thank you.
Scott Brown is broken. Scott Brown is broken.
Sorrow.
Get in there.
Get right in there. There's plenty of that on Saturday. There's plenty of that getting sung on Saturday.
Anyway. Top of the pops in this show, that one. Top of the pops in this show.
Brilliant. The reason I'm phoning in...
All done by you, pal.
So that's what I'm phoning in for. To thank you for the platform and that you present with us radio. What a fantastic programme. Just in case I don't catch you now to... Well, I don't know what about Saturday and that, you know.
We'll be back on Monday. We'll be back on Monday night, Alex. We'll be back on Monday.
Oh, you're on Monday night? Oh, well, maybe catch you Monday. Where am I going? I really can't say on the radio, can I, where I'm going?
No, don't.
Don't know. You just said just in case.
Just in case. You don't know who's listening in. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy myself anyway.
Aye, brilliant, mate. Listen, mate, you're one of the stalwarts of this show. We're all a team, and you're part of that team.
Yep.
Mate. Seriously, and Amanda's became one of our characters as well. It's the regular callers, the first time callers. Everybody's had to phone in for the first time. Myself, Bridgeport. We all might have been a different platform for me and Bridge, but we had to phone in at some point for the first time. Everybody's a important piece of the jigsaw, mate, and it works because of people like you, Rangers Radio.
Here.
And here he is. Fantastic. As I say, it's a fantastic show.
And did the young team know you've sang live in radio, mate?
Oh, God, they all know. They're on a right field day.
Did they? Did you get it? Aye.
Oh, I love it, man. They love it. So they're all geared up. Different things. They've got some flags left, so they're going to be up on the lamp post tomorrow or early Saturday morning. At the pub, they put one of the flags down. Believe it or not, but they've got a flagpole right at the top of the pub now. So they've got it right up there. Young JB, I never knew he'd been through in Wishaw. He was telling me last time I was on.
Right.
And he'd been in the pub. He's been in that pub, I drink. He was like, oh, aye, down the back room, I says, the next time you can just ask for me. So,
start singing the song. Start singing the song.
That's because he's barred for everywhere in Hamilton.
No, fantastic. But what a season it's been and all. Just hope we get over the line on Saturday, get undefeated. I was listening to that Adrian Dunbar the day on that Talk Sport, and that proves, I've said umpteen times on this, how much respect they've got for Stevie G everywhere except probably up in this country here, because he gets all the publicity, the full lot, and it's well worthy. But up here in Scotland, they're that naive. The guy's just a brand, worldwide brand, and it's been fantastic. He's gave us a club back, respect, dignity, and most of all, the standard of the club has come back again. And that's where it's fantastic to him. The team, the management team behind them, coaches, directors, everybody involved, Dave King, and most importantly, the support. The support's unbelievable for this club. And they'll know what hit them on Saturday. Believe me, you'll see it a different light, and it'll be a different level again.
Oh, don't. Listen, Alex, obviously, you're a bit older than me. You're about early 40s, I know, right?
I wish. There's a good saying there, Oxia. There's a good saying there. It's called getting your mind a treat.
We've seen through DVDs, of course, Alec. Through DVDs. We've been fortunate enough to see a lot of league titles in our time. And this one, because of the circumstances, and maybe because of what it is, but mainly because of the circumstances, it is the biggest ever, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Without a doubt. And I was just talking to somebody there last week there about things. I've got to thank my late father for he introduced me to the Rangers family. And that's a way back. My first game was St Mirren, the Scottish Cup final. 8-year-old laddie, 1962, so it's not hard to work out how long I've followed them. And as I keep saying, we've seen all the good times, we've had all the bad times, and there've been a few, but we've had some right great times. But these young guys that's coming through now, this support is taking it to another level. It's totally galvanised the support. I don't know how it's went about. When down to the bottom leagues, everybody all stuck together. And we've took it. And the story is unbelievable, our Rangers. The history wants to make a movie of this, which they'll probably do, whether it's next year or the next 5 years, and they'll look back what they've done. And if they get out of the line undefeated, what an achievement. What an achievement for the people.
I think they are talking about doing a film, because I know that Tom Cruise is interested in playing me in the movie,
You're on fire on it, boy.
You're right. It is a fairy tale. And Gerard's a Pied Piper, Alec.
Oh, how we managed to get him. Unbelievable. He walked in the doors, and everybody was like, he's a rookie manager, a lot under 18 football. But that guy's a born winner. So right through the Academy of Liverpool, the full lot. And he knew. He set away, left Liverpool, went away to America, come back again and decided he wanted into the coaching. And what that boy knows about football, Gary McAllister and these guys, Michael Beale, they've proved it over and over again. And that's who's took us. They've managed to get better players in every year. They managed to get over each hurdle. They finally were up there. And once we put a challenge on that team to the other side of the city, they just folded. They could not handle it one bit. You look away back now, they've known the manager for 11 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
They've won about the coaches here and that, and it's an absolute joke. I'll tell you something. Tuesday, what do you call it? I was down at the vets. The dog was down. We got a Labrador. He was in at the vets. So the wife said, there's only one in and one out. So she didn't pay the ball. I'm standing outside with a Labrador. So across the road, I'm looking there and I see the guy with the white tracksuit top on. He's got a pair of glasses on, and he's walking there with, I take it's his wife and his wee baby girl. Another guy, he's got a Celtic, one of the tartan Celtic masks on. So when they're across the road, and I'm stoning, and I'm looking at him, and it's like him for their left back for AC Milan. Right? He's standing there, and I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me, and he must have thought, he's one of the supporters here, but anyway. The wee guy comes along, but 13 years of age, this wee guy, I take it he's for crying out of that. So he's come down with the flag in his mouth. He's got a Celtic scarf on. He says to me, that's a cracking dog you've got there, that Labrador, you know. And I says, there's your hero up there. And he's like at me, my hero? I'm looking up, who? I says, him that plays left back with you, is it Laxik you call him? All the wee guys all chopped, so he goes, we're running up to him, right? So here he's, I don't know, they're talking away, some further down. So he comes down, right? Wee boy says to me, thanks. And I says, do us a favour, mate. Go and take a photo. There's no point me taking a photo in front of him, right? The young kid took the photo, right? He comes down, holds me my phone back, and that Lax says, he's waving down to me, right? See 50 years up the hill where he is. That's the Rangers pub where all the flags is flying. So I've put this photo on, and it's going to all the boys, all the chat and that, and they're all like, Christ, Jamie, that's your feather down there, by the way. So anyway, what a laugh at it. And I'm like, the guy, I'm saying, I put in the chat, little does he know, by the way, I'm never near a sailor fan, I'm the exact opposite, but what a laugh. I've seen him. He looked an absolute young boy. Honestly, he looked a really young fella.
I thought you were going to say you ran past him.
Or you set the dog in him?
No, I was going to shout up Ryan Kent, but I didn't want to, you know what I mean? That'd be it. Okay.
Oh,
so that was me.
Anyway, we've also been joined by Andy for Leeds. Evening, Andrew.
Good evening, Stoops. Everybody okay, I take it? Aye.
Yep.
All right, Andy.
Aye, all right, Pot.
It's the Rich and Handsome one on, is it?
Aye, that's not Rich, but the Handsome one, definitely. Aye. But by the way, what Ox said there is right about Tom Cruise, but he clocked his coup and they said, no, that'll do my reputation, no good at all, get somebody else.
I did say that. Funny enough, I did say that. We're looking at Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger to play you or Alex Kelly. We don't know which one.
Oh, well, I'd go for the bigger one. He's got more of the looks of chins, to be honest with you. I'm Schwarzenegger, you know, big and muscly and all that, like, you know. So you go, Chins can be the wee man, definitely.
Oh, he'll be spewing, Andy. He'll be spewing.
Well, I think he's going to game it when he's better, right enough. But he's not too clever at the moment, like. But he'll. I'm pretty sure he's. Well, having said that, I'm going to be honest with you. The buggers have had me in gimp suits all day on the but I tell him it definitely wasn't me, because I had them with a shopping basket on the messages. I would have been in the drinks department, so it's not me. I'm not wearing
it. These suits are pretty uncomfortable, Andy, is that right?
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, I was going blue in the face. Just look at it. But yeah, looking forward to the weekend. I don't think people realise how many is going to turn up there. I'm just a wee bit worried, on a serious note, there that these buggers might try and turn it on with, you know. So we all go out there and be of good mind and all that. There's nothing when you see what's going on with Partick there the other night there, and the mass crowds there, and nobody's saying anything. We let a wee firework off there, you know, watching the team. It shows you what we're up against, but we've been up for it for years, so let's just get out there and enjoy ourselves. I'm really looking forward to it, like I said last night. If we could pull this off, what an achievement. And as Alex said there about talk radio, they've been talking Rangers, especially that guy there, Durham. He's been talking Rangers up for a while and saying, no, what's going on here, and why are we not getting more, you know, why they're not getting more coverage, and They'll be all know why, right enough. But it's great because, like I said, down in England, it's got a big following as that talk radio, and you know, with Coisty being on in the morning, like I'd stop listening to it when that Brazil went on it, like, you know, and so it's great now that, you know, you got Coisty on there early doors, and then you've got this Durham guy, you know, just absolutely waxing lyrical about the Rangers. So it's good down here, and many guys can't understand, as I said to you before, why you know, nothing's coming out and why we're not talking about the Rangers. And that's an absolutely fantastic achievement what we've done. You know, like we said, we're disappointed with the Cubs, but you got one game to go. Jeez, come on.
Fantastic. Anyway, we've been joined by the one and only. I'm trying to think who would play him in the movie. I maybe went for Chris Christopherson to play the one and only Bob Gier. How are we doing, Bob Gier?
I'm doing all right. How you doing? Amanda, I loved your poem, and it was great.
Thanks, Bob Gier.
I loved your line when you said you went to the toilet and missed it.
That's the story of my life, Bob Gier.
At your age, missing the toilet, my God, Lassie. Aye. I can't talk about looks because when I was a bairn, I was an ugly bairn. My father took me down to the zoo. And the boy apologised to him. The boy thanked him for bringing me back.
That's not true, Bob Gier. Stop putting yourself down.
I know. When my father wanted sex with my mother, she showed him my photo. Right. Oh, I know. Okay. Should have been cell door on my palm. She used to cheer folk to look at me. Anyway, a really good performance last night. Really smooth performance. Excellent. And I thought your man had a bad game last night, Hawks. Had you? I thought he did quite well last night. Good goal with the boy too.
Penalty kick and a goal, mate. He made the penalty and got a goal. You can't
penalty got a goal. You can't have too quick on him. Yep, they did well last night. Oh, I thought the team looked really smooth, really up for it last night. And that's not an easy place to go, difficult venue, plastic pitch and big laddies and what have you, but the Rangers, no problem. And they have one more obstacle to go on Saturday, and we get the Shoppy, and it's going to be a great day for us all. And I just hope everybody sticks to the guidelines and doesn't give the authorities a stick to bashes with. So roll on Saturday, come on the Jars and do this. Invincible season.
I think there'll be. I think we're going to be honest. There will be people who will make their way to the stadium and want to celebrate in that part of the city. There'll be a lot of people there. You know, a lot of people. But all they want to do is cheer, sing, and get home, mate. That's all they want to do.
That's all they want to do. That's exactly right. They don't want to cause any bother, any hassle, nothing. It's been a great season for us. We are the champions, and any other club that had achieved the championship would have done the same. Why should we? I'm not advocating that you turn up here and cause bother, hassle, trouble, annoy the authorities. Just do it in an orderly fashion, an ordinary social distancing fashion, and we'll be fine, and we'll be all right, and it'll be great. Don't forget, it's 12:30 on Saturday, but then again, you never know. But roll on Saturday, and the Jars will do them about 3-0.
Right, that'll do me, Bob Gier. That'll do me, and a clean sheet to the record.
They'll do them.
I think McGregor's a certainty to start.
I think it's a certainty. Oh, by the way, Oxmean, you got the team spot on, pal. Last night.
Yeah. It was a surprise to me, mate. Yeah, it made sense.
Oh, no.
You know, see what he's done with that boy, right? I think it's a masterpiece. I'll go to Port Vale with this. Glad you mentioned that, Bob Gier. He's put him in, he's given him a couple of games, he's told him he's not quite ready. He's done it publicly, you're not ready to play for the Rangers. He's given him a sniff, and then you need to get back up and you need to get this standard. He's hardly touched the ball since he's been on the park the last couple of games. So Port Vale, he knows what he's got to get to.
I think it's pretty evident, mate. If you remember the last time he spoke about, right, he said he has to bulk up, and that seems to be a sort of a common, mention for Steven Gerrard about any incoming players. He wants you at a certain level of fitness. He wants you with a certain sort of stature about you as a man. So you can obviously stand up to the physical side of the game. If you look at where Ryan Kent plays on your left side, he gets back and he helps Barisic. He's all over the park, which takes a hell of a lot of fitness. and a hell of a lot more body strength for the style of play we play against every week. And I think that's why that's right sort of level. That's him saying, look, that's the level we expect. Ryan Kent's the bar, so you have to go and reach that bar. And I think that he's been very fair with him, mate. I think giving him a wee taster what it's like, and then taking him back out, putting him back in, wee cameos here and there, it will stand him in good stead in long term, mate. He knows pre-season will be the big thing for him. Can he get through one of Steven Gerrard's pre-seasons, who we all know are tough? That'll be the making him or the breaking him.
Alec Felicio, I like what he's done with Wright. I think it's great management.
That's it, great management skills. He's seen the young boy, he's gave him introduction into the team, let him see what it's all about, and took him back out now. And he'll work on him right through into pre-season. And that wee young Wright will get to know now exactly how it is to be a Rangers player. Know the standards it's set, as you say there, Pope Bear with Ryan Kemp and that. And he'll be a good sign in that lad, he will be. Mm-hmm. He's just got to get neutered the right way. Because the manager we've got knows exactly.
I think we've been joined by... No, sorry, Alec. Sorry, mate. I think we've been joined by Spanish Billy. How are we doing?
Good evening, Ian. I had up many nicknames in the last fortnight. I can't. Ball and Jins have affectionately nicknamed me Billy the Ballymena Banger, so that's a new one. But my wee boy,
I can't let you be called that because we can't have too many bangers on the show.
I can be a dump squid tonight instead then, but my wee boy's 4.5 and he took me up wrong and he started to call me Willie Banger, and that went down awkwardly when I was collecting him from nursery. He told all the other parents, my daddy's new nickname's Willie Banger, and I was like, right son, home.
Willie Banger. By the way, you've shocked me. I thought all the Waynes in Northern Ireland were 2.5.
2.5.
Listen, mate, you're relatively new to this show, but I think you're stuck with Spanish Billy on here, I'm afraid. Spanish Billy.
I quite like it now, Billy McKenna. That stuck with me. That was hilarious, and I was trying to be like really respectful and polite. So whenever you had put me down as William from Billy McKenna in Spain, I didn't really want to correct you on my first phone call, but I thought I had to try my best.
I blame Fox, but I've got to be honest with you, it was me.
I was on that.
It was me. What an admission. What was me.
So I'm sorry about that, William, but you're stuck with Spanish Billy.
Spanish Billy.
That's all right. Andy Phillips and Alex Kelly, they've called me worst, so...
Listen, mate, have you enjoyed getting involved? I know you're relatively new to Rangers Radio. Have you enjoyed it? Have you enjoyed the season of being a bear?
Firstly, regarding the show, I prefer listening because I'm still sort of finding my feet. It's the first time I've participated in a panel, so I'm a wee bit out of my depth. But no, the amount of knowledge and insight your panel have is absolutely fantastic, especially for a bear my age. I'm only 33, so the amount I'm learning and the passion and the stories and the pride that comes across in all the panels, just fantastic, and it's good to just listen, and the crack's mighty. So in regards to the season, it's like there's always something to analyse, there's always something to think about, and just listening in tonight there, see the Player of the Year, I change my mind constantly. I've sort of, Davis seems to be the most constant that I keep coming back to, but I'm torn between him and McGregor because the amount of clean sheets, the amount of points he's won for us, the amount of times he saved us. But in terms of an outfield player, I mean, it's been said so many times, it's probably going to sound redundant coming from me again, but he's a Rolls Royce, and obviously he's from the same village. His family home's about a minute and a half's walk from my house, so obviously I'm a wee bit biased. Both for what he's done for our club and for my country. So I'd say Davis.
Right, you'll not hear an argument from me, but you're right. This show is full of intellectual bears, guys that are really intelligent, guys that are clever. Just know the night.
Andy's maybe not talking if he can't get out of his costume he's been wearing, that he was wearing shopping this morning.
Willie, don't you worry about it. There's plenty of videos in store for you. I tell you, don't fire your bullets all at once. I'll tell you, you're getting it.
Listen, people, I love you to bits, pal, and I done you a wee favour. See, when I was in Savers yesterday, I went and got about 10 bottles of talcum powder just because I didn't want you getting stuck in that light.
I hope it's not that cheap stuff you bought, by the way. I want the top stuff, you know, the baby powder.
So if it's top or bottom, but it smells of lavender, so you'll be grand.
William, you just blew my cover there right enough, because when I come up and meet all these guys, they're going to know me before I come round. They're caught in the station to tell me about it.
Before they can see
Listen, Alec, it's mental on here, but Spanish Billy, new to the show, gets the show quite quickly. Fantastic. Alec,
yeah, absolutely brilliant. Great listening to him. I wish him all the best. I'm glad he's came aboard like the rest of us. This is my first time of this first term on it as well, you know, so it's fantastic, as I've said before.
If I would give him some advice, I'd keep away from that Andy and that Chins. They're bad boys there.
Well, here, and on a serious note, I'd met them through another Rangers platform, and I didn't know anybody, and it was sort of a bit of a loner, and they were brilliant with me. They really were, and they've sort of invited me into the fold, and absolutely brilliant guys. And then obviously through that I discovered Rangers Radio, and the patter with them's absolutely brilliant. Obviously very, very passionate and very knowledgeable about our club, and there's a great friendship forming there, so I appreciate Rangers Radio and the friendship with Chins and Q-Ball. So thanks to everybody in the last few weeks.
Brilliant, mate. It's brilliant. Yeah. Listen, Fox, and he'll not thank me for saying this. Fox is along with Old School Blues. We wouldn't have a show without the two of them, and I'm right when I say that, Bridgeman, correct? Yeah, the Fox wanted Rangers Radio when they started this project to be a community that would people would become friends, and it would build up and it would grow and thrive, and we would be hopefully a force for good with people getting together. I'm not sure it would be the be all and end all, but that was his aim. And I think I've got to tip my hat to the man, because I think in a lot of respects he's achieved what he set out to do.
You forgot to tell him you were going to treat everybody with respect. Did you?
No, he never told me that.
Oh, do you know that's right?
That's not in your contract, Bridge.
No.
I've read that, Bridge. It doesn't mention. No, it doesn't mention that. No. But listen, Bolly, thanks very much, mate. And you're welcome on here anytime, and we know you've met the boys on Ibrox Radio. We're more power to all the Rangers platforms. There's a place for everybody to do their stuff. But this is our platform, and it's not just me, Fox. It's everybody involved. But Bob Jared, you're another guy that's been an absolute star this season. As good as a team you've been. As good as a team.
Well, I'm glad, because like you've just explained there about how you started Rangers Radio there, Ox, and since I came on board with it, that it's been absolutely brilliant, and I'll only thrive and go on and on and on. And all the good people that came on here, I've got to listen to them and compliment them. They've been absolutely terrific. And the thing is, mate, each game throws up a different situation. We'll be able to talk about every single fixture at home and the cups in Europe, and it's marvellous, and it can only grow, it can only prosper. And I'm only got to thank you for having me, because I so enjoy it.
Brilliant, mate, brilliant. Somebody, we don't know who, but somebody's got the show in the background, so please check. Somebody's got the join. It'll not be Bridgeman, he's always on mute, so we don't know.
It'll be Billy Medina Billy.
Billy Medina Billy.
I know that bit. As soon as the phone rings, I always back out of everything and lock my phone, so it's definitely not me.
Oh, just somebody, just a matter. Just turn it off and they'll make sure you've not got the show on. Listen, thanks for that, Bob Chair. But Saturday, Trophy Day, Andy. It's going to be a special day. You mentioned your family's all getting together. You'll be in contact with a few of the players that you know. And we'll actually be the start of next season. As after the game's building up, we'll hopefully all get into the stadium together, mate.
Yeah, well, that's, as I've said, that's my be all with everybody I've come across to get you guys on here. And as Bob Jed just said, they're fantastic in William as well. I mean, we're always going to have a point each game by game. Hopefully we'll go forth. But I mean, that's my big goal now. I'm getting on and don't get up with many games now. But I've made a new set of guy coming across him, and like I said, I feel like I know mate, as I said last night. Hopefully we get back and do that. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. I've had my family around properly, and the stuff they're doing there for me on Saturday. It kind of brought a tear to my eye when she showed me the pictures there yesterday. And apparently that's nothing like what it's going to look like. So, that's great, isn't it, that they think like that. I went too hard on them when they were young, my girls. So, they don't follow the Rangers. They know the songs and they know the score and they know when they're playing right. But I've got a wee grandson coming up now, so I'm trying not to be ever like he's saying things that I like him to hear now. So hopefully my wee grandson does. I've got a problem with his old man, like, because he's Leeds Gaff, like, and he's going nuts, but... I'll come out on top in that one, I'm pretty sure.
All right. So, when you're on the phone, when you're on the phone, when you're not talking, can you go on mute? We're getting a lot of feedback for you. We don't want to drop you because we're getting near the end of the show. When you're not speaking, go on mute. Okay. Port Bear, Saturday. It's a day for the fans. It's a day for the fans. It's a celebration. There's no pressure on the game apart from the unbeaten record. Fantastic place to be.
It's probably the best title in my 44 years. I'm going to say it again. Definitely the best title, mate. And where I think it's most important for is all the younger Bears that I know, from where I live especially, who haven't seen Rangers win a lift title yet. I can't wait to see all them on Saturday, all going mental, all down in Port Glasgow and through at Greenock and stuff, just going absolutely bonkers, because there's a lot of planned stuff doing this way as well, and I can't wait to see that and maybe be part of it. I can't say too much, but it's amazing, mate. Absolutely fantastic. Just dead emotional. That's the way I feel. I just feel an absolute wreck, and I've never been like this in a season, because we've either been on top or we've been doing the 4th division, 3rd division, 2nd division. That's the way my Rangers sort of life's been. We've always been at the top, and then win. And then now we've been at the bottom and come back to the top. I just feel dead emotional, but angry, and then I feel sad, and then I just, happy again. It's weird, Ox, yeah, weird.
I was very angry when that all happened, and I'm going to go out with wish over this. But after a few weeks, we were actually laughing at the rest of Scottish football, Alex, because we could see what was done, what they tried to do, and we could also see the mess they got themselves into. Sell out Saturday, shutting tears, couldn't sell tickets, you name it. We were laughing at them, really, and we're still laughing at them now, Alex.
Well, that's how it's worked out. Absolutely. agree with you there, but at the beginning,
Oh,
it was
so
absolutely horrendous. I was so shocked. How upsetting it was. I never thought I'd see my club the length and the depth that it took them down to. And it was a struggle at the beginning. I've got to thank my two sons, because they kept me going a bit. And honestly, although I was getting lower divisions in that, I struggled at the beginning with it, just to watch how far we dropped. And then I got a grip of myself, and I thought, this is for these kids now, I know. And I went through all the stages with them, but I've got to thank them and the young guys at the supporters club that stuck it together, because the first time I was in there, man, I was all over the place with it. And I gradually get back. Although I was there supporting the team, when you look back at the years before it was absolutely a culture shock to everybody. And we've just got stronger and stronger. And as you say, you look back at Scottish football, detrimental to the full lot of them. You see Celtic Park there with that top tier all closed down, the full lot. But that's what they wanted today, was totally bury us. And that's what I keep saying to every Rangers supporter. Never ever forget this to your dying day, what exactly they've done with their club. But the point is, we've overshadowed everything here. They never expected us to come back as quick, and how we've done it. And let's be quite truthful ourselves. Everyone is, the expectation level at the beginning of the season was to go in and compete, maybe try and win a cup and see how we went on. We knew we got a run in Europe because we'd done it 2 years previous. We went in there and we went to Parkhead and beat them. I knew right away. After last year, we got the warning last year and they never heeded it. And this year we went to Parkhead and beat them. I knew we had a chance. But I must admit, it's been absolutely fantastic. And I can't thank the club. Thanks very much for giving us a club back. Rangers Football Club, Stevie Gerrard.
Yeah, we've been joined by the one and only Jaffa. Evening, Jaffa.
How you doing, boys? All right, Bears?
All right,
Jaffa,
Jaffa,
how
mate.
you doing? How you doing, Bridge?
Excellent, pal. Yourself?
Oh, fantastic. Love hearing your
You're
dulcet
sounding
tones.
really good. You're the best I've heard tonight. The best I've heard tonight.
Thanks, pal. Thanks. That goes a long way.
Go for it.
Great work.
The floor's
Great
yours.
words from Alex. Yeah. Great words from Alex. I think that just epitomises, I think a lot of us feel. So can I bring them back again? Huh? Stronger than ever, though. Stronger than ever, the Teddy Bears are.
Aye, you might be right, bizarrely there, Jaffa. Yeah?
Well, I'll tell you what, Ogs, remember this season, they're a mile behind us, aren't they? They've got a lot of work to do.
Can't see them, mate. I keep looking, but I can't see them.
What a performance last night. Just strength to strength. Brilliant. Fantastic.
Aye, we've not lost I don't think we've lost a goal this season, have we? I think we went there twice, won 1-0, and then last night, that's 3 times we played at that stadium this year. Well, what a madness that is, a Scottish football, innit? Madness. But there you go. Don't get me started. I'm sure we'll debate that in the future. But Jaffa, this season it's been above our wildest dreams, eh?
It's been amazing, Ox. It's been brilliant, and it's interesting. I've listened to all the shows this week, listening to all you guys chatting away about the Teddy Bears. It's brilliant, and I think we've all maybe got different, things that when you thought we knew when we were on. And I think it was the day that we signed Ryan Kent. I thought the day that we signed Ryan Kent, I thought, this is it. This guy's going for it. The club are going for it. 7 million. And I thought from that moment onwards, I knew it.
No, I don't know if we're losing Jaffa. Is it just me, Port Bear?
No, I can't hear him, mate. He's dropping in and out there. Yep.
You carry on.
Cutting in and out. He's,
yeah, we got a bad line for you, Jaffa. So we're going to drop you, but call back in. And Billy, if you hear us want to drop you with the noise, Spanish Billy, so you're welcome to call back in.
Spanish Billy.
Right, listen, I'm going to drop out, folks. Let's just say, hope we do get the result on Saturday, and I'll speak to you after in the new season, because I'll not be on again, because obviously things are happening for me. So listen, have a good day on Saturday, stay safe, and I'll speak to you in the new season, and we are the people right enough. Okie dokie.
Cheers, Amanda.
All the best, Amanda.
Bye.
Cheers, Amanda. Take care.
I think we've been joined by AK. Are you with us, AK? No yet. No, he will be in a second. He'll be coming for you, Andy. You'll be coming.
I was just thinking that. Can I just put a footnote on what Alex just said there? What a fantastic speech that was. You know, there's a point in line in what he said there. Like, you know, when you look at the support that's followed us all over the year, and all those guys at the end of it that were, you know, all over the place, and I shed many a tear, and why is this happening to my team? But the young boys, the young team, like I've said many times, you know, it's great for them to win it. But Alex, right, the young boys, they're more resilient, aren't they? They've kept it going, and they kept strong and all that. So yeah, definitely, what he said there is totally right. He drew great confidence off of the young team, and I'm glad it looks like now that the Rangers are going to repay the young team back. You know, we've been and seen it and all that, and hopefully around for a few more years to see him here. But great shout, Alex. Absolutely brilliant. I enjoyed that.
On behalf of the young team, thanks very much. Anyway, we've been joined by AK.
Good evening, Oxford, Bridgeman, and everybody.
Hi, good evening,
Alex, mate, how we doing?
And cue ball.
Aye, you're right, Alex. I'm waiting.
You told me
He's been waiting you coming in all night to tell him that.
I know. He pulled me out my sick bed. I've been dying with that COVID jag the last couple of days.
Oh, no.
It's not for me for 6. But
I've been reading about all that. They say if you've got a feminine gene, it goes straight for it, mate. Most men don't have a problem, do they?
Well, it's hanging about me,
Are you feeling better, Alex?
No, really, no. But I couldn't let that banger go tonight.
Alex, you just keep calling me names, mate. There's plenty coming for you, my friend. Plenty.
Oxford, he's comparing himself to Arnie Schwarzenegger and called me Danny DeVito.
I didn't tell you I was standing on 10 boxes.
You've been wearing too many of these spandex suits.
Oh, I know. Aye, but that's what it is. You pull it on the belly and so I've got taller.
Alex, before we go, we'll be wrapping up soon, mate. Yeah, you obviously Rangers is a big part of your life, mate. And just sum up your thoughts on the manager, the team, and the season, maybe.
Alec Fuwishi has summed it up absolutely magnificent tonight. Alec, great words you spoke on tonight, pal. We get how much it means. We get how much it means to you, because we all feel the same. And the words that you've expressed tonight with Bob, Jer, and that as well, just go to echo them. Finding Rangers Radio this season for me has been a pleasure and a delight to get to know all yous, and you've been great for all us. You know, so it's just been a fantastic season that we've had, and bring on 56.
Go on yourself, Alec. Go on yourself, pal.
Well said, Alec. Thank you.
Aye, that's the title. Better never stop. Better never stop. See that Castore, mate? They'd be better just taking all our wages off us, wouldn't they?
I think they already have. We might.
Aye. I think Stevie G's involved with that Bobby Siori. They're gullible. They'll just keep spending. The boys have come up and went, oh, come here. Bet they can't believe their luck.
By the way, ask him about his £65 mug.
Oxford, can I just say something as well before you close the show? I thought Celtic missed out a wee trick last night. We gave Scott Brown that pizza box. Did they not know that? Did they not know that Domino's do 2 pizzas for one on a Tuesday?
Oh, Scott Brown is broken.
He's broken. He's well broken.
Well, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening. It's been a blast, and I think this is a build-up to Saturday. Tomorrow night we'll be joined by JFK, and I imagine everybody's welcome, and I bet your laughter doesn't stop. It's over to you, Bridgeman.
Well, what can I say? Well, wonderful night. A wonderful evening once again, Oxter. Well done, everybody, and particularly Mull Crony, my Port Bear. Well done to you, pal. Thank you for the partnership. And can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here and Rangers Radio, because that's who we are, Rangers fans. Everybody, every single one is. So everybody, keep it going for the Rangers, because your club needs us. Keep it going.
Port Bear, before we go.
Aye, been a great season again, Oxter. Cheers for having us again. All the new calls like Bob, Jer, Alex Fisher, Alec Kelly, Andy for Leeds. Well, there's far too many to mention. It's great to get to know these guys, and they've been a big part of a fantastic show and a great Rangers family in here. So fair play to yourself, and brilliant for Ox, Fox and Terry as well in the background there as well, and my good mucker Bridgeman.
Yeah. Thanks to everybody who's called in. I'm not going to round them off tonight, but everybody who's called in. First class entertainment, good laugh, and the way you're conducted yourself. Thanks to Port and Bridgeman for doing the show, and of course the one and only Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back tomorrow night between 8 and 10 talking about all things Rangers, where we'll be joined by the one and only JFK. Take it away, Old School Blue.
Today, forever and for always, we are Rangers through and through. Well, the legends come and the legends go, but Rangers live on just the same. For a new one's born when the blue shirts won, and we all remember their name. We are the legendary Rangers. We wear the legendary blue. Today, forever and for always, we are Rangers through and through. And there is no doubt what we're all about when we face the world and say, bring it on some more, 'cause you know